Hi guys, welcome to my third video. It's on coaching and how to find the right coach for you. Now this is just not on bodybuilding, but it's for the sport that you might be into. So if you are after a really good coach, these tips might help. Now I just want to start off by saying don't assume a successful athlete makes a successful coach. Now, what that means is a coach could be behind you 100% up until comp day, and then after comp you just receive no aftercare whatsoever. So it means like they might not contact you to see how you're doing, mentally and physically. And you want that as a competitor. You need someone to be there behind you 100%, not just during comp but after comp as well. So firstly, talking about knowledge, you want to make sure that a coach is qualified, that they've got credentials behind them, and maybe sometimes some awards help as well. It's generally a good sign. Also, feedback. Speak to some of their clients and get positive and negative feedback. That way you'll know what you'll be receiving later on. Also, communication with your trainer or coach that you have in mind. You should be open freely. If you've got any questions that you need to ask, that the coach should be able to answer them honestly, reliably and quickly as well. So it shouldn't take like weeks on end to get an answer off them. It should pretty much take straight away. I've had a few girlfriends of mine wanting diet programs and they've emailed their coach. They've paid for these diet programs, but they didn't receive them straight away. They had to wait months on end until they got them, so that's not good. Motivation. Just by talking to this particular coach, you will see how motivated they are within the industry or the sport itself. Ask them what goals they have. So if they've got some really good goals that they want to achieve, that's a really good sign of a successful coach. It's the same as yourself. Like, you've got these goals you want to achieve, and you've got to strive towards them. So they've got to have some sort of fire within them. Also, mental health. I've just quickly touched on it before. It's probably the most important key element in a successful coach. You do want to have aftercare after a competition. Personally, myself, I competed last year twice, bikini and fitness, and I didn't really get any aftercare. I struggled mentally and physically. Mentally, because seeing the change in my body going from, a six-pack and a nice toned body to putting on all this weight, I felt down and depressed. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite horrible. And also physically, as I was saying, just seeing the change in my body and stacking on all this weight as well. So I didn't really understand the whole process of reverse dieting. I wasn't really taught what it was, so hence why I gained so much weight. I didn't really understand aftercare up until I got a new coach, and he's just been wonderful, because although I'm not competing, I'm still getting the aftercare from last year. He sat me down and he's gone through all my goals, and he's also said, listen, just don't compete until we get your body back to normal, and even just little problems that I have in life that sometimes might affect my training as well. Just by sorting out these problems and speaking to him openly has really impacted my training. Like, I feel so much better once it's all out. So I'm not saying that your coach has to be your best friend, but he should be there for you if you've got any questions that you need to ask. he should be able to answer them straight back. Perceptive, the coach that you're interested should be able just to look at you and tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are. Now this is just mainly for bodybuilding. It's just so important, because if he doesn't know what he's looking at and what he needs to work on, well, how are you going to improve? So yeah, I hope these tips do help. If you got any questions that you may have, please don't hesitate to contact myself. And yeah, I just want to see your progress as well, and I hope this information does help. But yeah, have a great day everyone, and I will talk to you soon.